And I must thank my incredible wife.
One might anticipate New York City's newest mayor to fit the mold of a typical buttoned-up politician. But Zohran Mamdani defies expectations as a walking bundle of contradictions. This 34-year-old isn't just a political operator, he's a self-described B-list rapper, an unapologetic Democratic Socialist, and the son of globe-trotting cultural icons. He just pulled off one of the biggest upsets in modern political history, toppling a dynasty to become NYC's first Muslim and South Asian mayor. For months, his rivals and the media attacked him for, quote, hiding his partner, a woman who remained a complete mystery. Join us as we reveal the hidden identity of New York's new First Lady, the child of two worlds. To understand the political phenomenon that is Zohran Mamdani, you first have to understand the world he comes from. He's not just any political hopeful, he's the son of two global titans. His mother is the acclaimed Oscar-nominated filmmaker Mira Nair, the visionary behind classics like Salaam Bombay and Monsoon Wedding. His father is Mahmoud Mamdani, a renowned academic and one of the world's leading scholars on post-colonialism. Zohran was born in Kampala, Uganda, and his early life was a whirlwind of international moves from South Africa to settling in New York City at age 7. His childhood wasn't typical. He's described himself as being, quote, marinated in a world of art, activism, and cross-continental storytelling. While other kids had playdates, Zohran's early memories included political rallies. Dinner table conversations weren't about sports, they were about colonialism, social justice, and which stories were not being told. This upbringing created the central theme of his life, an inherited, deep-seated understanding that narrative and social change are fundamentally the same thing. His mother's films consistently explored the very themes of displacement, identity, and class that would one day define his entire political platform. He wasn't just a passive observer, he was an active participant in his mother's creative process, learning early on the power of authenticity. This dynamic was cemented when Zohran was just 14. Mira Nair was at a career crossroads. She had been offered the chance to direct a massive global blockbuster, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. At the exact time, she was struggling to get her smaller, deeply personal immigrant story, The Namesake, off the ground. Struggling with the choice, she asked her teenage son for advice. Quote, "Mama, many good directors can make Harry Potter, but only you can make The Namesake," he told her. Mira Nair later called the moment liberating and clarifying. His advice, rooted in valuing authenticity over glamour, revealed his core belief system. But as he entered adulthood, his own form of storytelling would take a sharp, unexpected turn far from the world of Hollywood film sets.
Thanks to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video. NOLA is an award-winning mattress brand known for its cooling technology, exceptional pressure relief, and long-lasting durability. I'm typically a side sleeper and tend to overheat throughout the night, so I chose the best-selling NOLA Evolution mattress. It specifically supports spine alignment for side sleepers and has built-in cooling technology, so it seemed like the perfect fit for me. My mattress arrived rolled up in a box, which was super easy to set up. I just slid it out of the box, and within minutes, it was ready to go. And after my first few nights on this mattress, I couldn't be happier with my choice. I can confidently say I've never slept better. I stay cool all night, and I feel loose and relaxed when I wake up in the morning. Plus, buying online and getting it shipped straight to my door was way easier than going to the store. NOLA is unique because everything is made fresh to order in their Arizona factory. There's no fiberglass, no harmful chemicals, and zero off-gassing. Just clean, safe sleep. Plus, every mattress ships free and comes with a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty. They even offer financing if you need it. I love my NOLA mattress, and I think you would love one too. If you're looking for a new bed, head to nolamattress.com/factsverse and use the code FACTSVERSE to get an extra $50 off your NOLA mattress. This is an additional discount on top of whatever is already being offered on the site, so go check it out while you can. And after you check out, you can help out our channel by telling them that I sent you in their post-purchase survey. Thanks again to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to go to nolamattress.com/factsverse and use the code FACTSVERSE for $50 off your NOLA mattress.
To housing justice. You might think the son of a Hollywood-adjacent director and a Columbia University professor would take a predictable path into academia or art. Instead, Zohran Mamdani became a rapper. performing under the monikers Young Cardamom and later Mr. Cardamom. He was, in his own refreshingly honest words, a B-list rapper. This wasn't a brief flirtation or a college phase. He was serious, releasing tracks and collaborating with other artists. He curated and produced the soundtrack for his mother's 2016 Disney film, Queen of Katwe, earning a Guild of Music Supervisors Award nomination. He even released a viral music video for his 2019 song Nani, an homage to his grandmother that featured the legendary cookbook author and actress Madhur Jaffrey. But while his political rivals would later mock this inexperienced rapper, his music was never just a joke. It was his first attempt at political communication. His songs explored the complex themes he was raised on. Tracks like Choti Bahu, quote, examined brown and black relations and class in Ugandan society, while his 2017 ode Salam was a defiant exploration of being Muslim in New York. He was, as he said, using hip-hop to, quote, understand myself and the world around me. But his rap career was running parallel to a much grittier, life-altering job. Before he ever ran for office, Zohran was working as a foreclosure prevention housing counselor in Queens. Day in and day out, he was on the front lines of the city's affordability crisis, helping low-income homeowners, mostly people of color, fight eviction and navigate the bureaucratic nightmare of the housing system. This is the inciting incident of his political story. It's the moment the abstract social justice of his upbringing collided with the brutal, tangible reality of a system designed to fail. He was in the trenches, watching families lose their homes. In his assembly profile, he described the exact moment his motivation crystallized. Quote, after negotiating with banks that valued profits over people, I realized this housing crisis wasn't natural. It was the result of deliberate policy choices, and choices can be changed. That single realization changed everything. He was done negotiating with banks that valued profits over people. He decided he would be one of the people who changed the policies. He traded his rap moniker for a place on the ballot aimed squarely at the political establishment. The socialist in the spotlight. In 2020, Zohran Mamdani did the unthinkable. He ran for New York State Assembly as an open and proud member of the Democratic Socialists of America, challenging a powerful, longtime incumbent, and he won. The victory was historic. He became the first South Asian man and only the third Muslim ever elected to the state body. His platform was radical and, to his critics, frankly terrifying. Freeze rents for rent-stabilized units, make city buses free, build massive amounts of public affordable housing, and fund it all by taxing the wealthy. When he launched his 2025 mayoral campaign, the establishment laughed him off as a fringe candidate. By the time he won the Democratic primary, they were terrified. The general election became a brutal, nationally watched showdown, pitting him against former Governor Andrew Cuomo and even drawing attacks from Donald Trump. And critics quickly found what they believed was a glaring, hypocritical contradiction. How could a socialist championing the working class have a lavish engagement party in Dubai, a city synonymous with opulent wealth? The backlash intensified. In July 2025, during the heat of the campaign, reports surfaced of his quote-unquote secret 3-day wedding bash at his family's sprawling 2-acre estate in Uganda, a compound with sweeping views of Lake Victoria. The details, leaked to the press, were damning for his carefully crafted brands, phone jammers, masked guards, and more than 20 Special Forces Command Unit guards. It was described as a fortress-like event. The controversy was paired with another, more personal line of attack. He was, quote, hiding his wife. The woman who drew the revolution. Her name is Rama Duwaji. She is the 28-year-old Gen Z First Lady who, true to critics' complaints, stayed almost entirely out of the political spotlight. But she wasn't hiding. She was, in fact, one of the campaign's most powerful secret weapon. Their love story was as modern as his campaign. They met in 2021 on the dating app Hinge. He was a newly elected state assemblyman. She was a Syrian-American artist, animator, and illustrator who had just moved to New York after growing up in Houston and Dubai. Their first connection wasn't about personal chemistry. It was, fittingly, political. A DM about halal cart politics turned into a date, and a date turned into the city's new power couple. But it's not the story of a traditional political wife. Rama Duwaji is a powerhouse artist in her own right. She's an accomplished illustrator and animator whose client lists include The New Yorker, The Washington Post, the BBC, Apple, Spotify, and the Tate Modern. Her work, which she describes as exploring sisterhood and communal experiences, is deeply political, often focusing on Middle Eastern identity, women's rights, and vocal support for Palestine. And she wasn't, quote, aloof from the campaign, she was central to it. Duwaji was the quiet but impactful force who shaped the campaign's visual identity and digital strategy. His entire modern grassroots appeal The vibrant iconography, the social media presence that made him a digital-first phenomenon, that was her work. She was the artist who drew the revolution. When right-wing trolls attacked her, Zohran posted a rare, furious defense on Instagram. Quote, "Rama isn't just my wife. She's an incredible artist who deserves to be known on her own terms." Now it's time to hear from you. Which part of the story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments section below.